and welcome to the Letter Live here at Louisville High School for tonight's matchup with the Louisville Leopards taking on the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. Tonight, Mike, we got a star-studded lineup on both sides of the court. Let's break it down for them.
Let's break it down for them. Louisville coming into the game 1-0, coming off a good season-opening win over Talmadge. Walsh Jesuit coming into the game with a record of 1-2. Now, they've been shorthanded in those first few games. They're getting a couple of their football players back who made a deep run, who led the football team to a deep run into the playoffs. So they're going to get their ball back tonight. Walsh Jesuit, traditionally a very good program. They're being led this year by a first-year head coach by the name of Sean Flattery. People might recognize the name Flattery. Yes, he is the son of the longtime Lakewood St. Edward coach, Brian Flannery. He's had very much success up there. He went on to play at John Carroll, and now he's taken over a Walsh Jesuit program and hoping them to lead them to success.
Yeah, and Mike, this Walsh Jesuit team 1-2, lost first two to Highland and Hawken, but got their home opener secured in the bag, 64-58 against Firestone. Firestone lost yesterday to Bookdale. But at the end of the day, you're kind of coming in here with a clean slate. You're playing against the program with Louisville. And Walsh Jesuit's going to have a lot on their backs tonight, but if they can make it happen, they'll make it happen, because Walsh Jesuit has never been a school to back down from any fight, Mike.
No, dating back to my days when I was your age, they were very good. And now they've been very good in multiple sports, had a lot of success in basketball, and they're going to be they're testing themselves tonight against the Louisville team coming off a very solid win against Talmadge, where they had their best players do some great things.
Yeah, and so we were talking about Flannery earlier. Flannery started at guard for St. Edwards as a senior in 2016, got on the coaching staff after a preseason All-McDonald's team, All-Ohio McDonald's team, got on the coaching staff at Xavier and Georgia State, if I'm correct. Georgia State had him on the coaching staff as well. So he comes into Walsh Jesuit experienced, he's a vet, he knows what he's doing, and he can coach this team to success, Mike.
Well, yeah, and he played for his dad, which is, a very successful program. He played at John Carroll, which at the time he was playing, they were a very good team, still are in the Ohio Athletic Conference. And now you said that he went and got experience at two Division I programs who have made NCAA tournaments in the past. So Walsh Jesuit, I think, has really got a great hire here.
Yeah, and talk about a kid who's coached under his dad. Talk about Bo Siegfried playing for his dad, Tom Siegfried, for the Louisville Lefts. Bo, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists in his first game here at Louisville this season. Siegfried, an Ashland commit, comes into this game off a crazy night for rebounds as a guard, comes in and grabs 11 for the Leopards.
Yeah, and, he started off slow shooting that night, but still ends up getting 22 points. Boy, as this guy progresses, as the season goes along, you wonder how much he's going to get better, how much some of his teammates are going to get better, like Braden Gross. We saw Avery Andrechik have a great night in his first start against Talmadge. So, a lot to build on for both teams heading into the season. Louisville looking to go 2-0. This is going to be their last home game in a while, because they're going to be playing a couple road games, playing a couple tournaments, and then they're going to go to San Diego to play during the Christmas break. So I'm sure they're going to be looking forward to that, but they want to still come out and get a win here tonight to go 2-0.
Yeah, Mike, and we had the opportunity to talk with a couple of these head coaches before tonight's game. Here is Sean Flannery of Walsh Jesuit for you.
All these guys on the Louisville roster, you have Bo Siegfried, Austin Wade, Al Jancic, Braden Gross, you have all these really talented guys. So how has it really been in practice trying to simulate what it's going to be like playing against these kids?
Well, to be honest, you can't, because Louisville, those kids that you named off and more down the roster, it's a great team, and they have been for years. So the reputation is there. But in practice, we try to do a great job of making everything competitive. We even throw out 6 guys on our scout team to simulate the defense that Louisville kind of runs. But to be honest, you really can't do it. You kind of do your best to mirror it, but they're very good. You guys have a really good program, really well coached. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but I think we're ready. I think we're excited about the challenge, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So obviously you're down your point guard for the season, but it's not always about kind of looking back and thinking about what life is with him, but you kind of have to look at what life is without him. So coming into this game, what adjustments have you guys kind of made to try and, appreciate and get to that life without him?
Absolutely. And thankfully, I don't want to say thankfully because it's an injury, but we didn't have him for the preseason. So he's been hurt. We expected him to come in with Xavier Steele, a big role this year. And obviously he's not going to be able to do that. But turnovers have been a big issue with us for the first 3 games. So we've tried our best to fix that in practice. Again, like I said, adding a 6th defender out there to emulate defenses, get our guys to slow down. But to your point, we have to just worry about getting better every day. And the future of this program right now is today. And so we want to make sure we're doing our best today. And again, I think we're making strides. Again, we preach about being 1% better every day. And I think we're doing a good job at that.
Yeah, and you're following this lineage in your family, and you come here to Louisville, and I mean, everybody's going to ask you all these fairly close-ended questions, but a little open-ended. What is your outlook for this game, man?
Yeah, well, look, big thing for us right now, again, 3 games into the season, and Louisville only playing 1. We just want to make sure we compete, and we play hard, and we fight, and I think obviously we come into every game, we want to win, and it's no different tonight. We want to win, but we have to make sure we control what we can control, try to keep our turnovers down. We know Louisville wants to push the pace, so do our best to keep it at our pace. And again, I've said it 3 times already, but we just want to make sure we were better, 1% better than we were yesterday, and 1% better than we were our last game. So focus on what we can control is very important for us.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Letter Live. That was Sean Flannery, head coach of the Walsh Jesuit Warriors, speaking. But now, Mike, let's turn it over to the Louisville side. We also got an opportunity to talk with Tom Siegfried, the head coach of the Louisville Leopards. So here's that interview right now.
Of the game anymore. So how are you kind of reorganizing and redistributing your...
We won't. Yeah, we won't. We're going to play the same no matter if he was in or not. Basically, we're just looking to push the tempo tonight, pressure, force them into shots that they don't want, and we think that our size and the way we play are going to be enough against them.
Yeah. So your son came off that really big performance against who was it?
Talmadge.
Yep, I'm so
that's
sorry.
All right, no worries.
Against Talmadge. He came off that big performance, 10 assists, 22, 21 points.
Yeah.
How is he going to recreate that tonight against Walsh Jesuit?
Well, interestingly enough, I think that he left some points out there, and I also think that he could have played better, but he found a way to get the ball to the rim, which was something that we've worked on in the offseason. So I think tonight you're going to see him more as a distributor, and then I think you're going to see a lot more. I'm anticipating seeing some zone tonight, so I think you're going to see a lot more threes fly tonight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we saw a little bit more of Aljancic and Drancic last week. Can you just talk about how they're going to impact this game tonight?
Yeah, they're definitely unsung heroes. Those two really spread the floor with the way they shoot the ball, and a lot of times BG, Bo and Ashton all get some of the attention, but those two really do a good job, along with Bailey and Wade and Loy, of being the guys that really step up and give us the full team effect.
Yeah, 100%. So, your outlook for tonight, you said nothing's going to change, but everything always plays a little bit differently when you leave things out on the court. So at the end of things, what are you expecting?
The only difference tonight is we want to play faster. So I know we got after them a little bit the other day, but we've really worked on playing a little bit faster, and we want to create more possessions tonight. So I think you're going to see an even more exciting game tonight.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
Good luck.
Yep.
Folks, we are back here to give you your starting lineups for tonight's contest. Mike, break it down for him.
All right, for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors, under first-year head coach Sean Flannery, coming in with a 1-2 record. We have a 5'9" junior guard Noah Silverstein, a 6'1" sophomore guard by the name of Owen Weber, a 6'3" junior forward Bakir Kahook, a 6'1" junior guard Anthony Spain, and a 6'7" junior center J.P. McMullen. For the Louisville Leopards, coming in with a record of 1-0 under head coach Tom Sigrid. We have Bo Sigrid, a 6'1" senior point guard. The Ashland University commit had 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists in the Leopards' season opening win over Talmadge. Braden Gross, a 6'7" senior forward, a Walsh University commit, coming off a 12-point, 15-rebound performance in Louisville's win over Talmadge. Tate Aljancic, a 6'5" senior guard, and Avery Andrechik, a 6'3" senior guard, had a 15-point game against Talmadge. And then Ashton Marshall, a 6'2" senior guard, he's coming off a 7-rebound performance against Talmadge. So we'll probably see Louisville maybe going with like an 8-man rotation like they did against Talmadge. They were bringing guys by the name of like Devin Bailey, Colton Lloyd coming off the bench. Austin Wade came off the bench in the opener against Talmadge. So we'll see if Tom Sigrid has that kind of set rotation going into this game as well.
Yeah, Mike. And so as we get ready to do our player introductions on the court, let's tell them a little bit about what we're really expecting for tonight. You said that 8-man rotation, Mike, but for Walsh Jesuit, it's going to be a bit more of a spread out offense. I talked with Flannery a little bit off the record, and he was telling me about kind of how they want to keep it balanced and how they want to keep it running and how they want to keep it going 1% better every single day, Mike. And if Walsh Jesuit can make sure that happens, the Warriors are going to fly right through this.
Well, yeah, that's what any team wants to do as the season progresses. Try to get a little bit better every night. You know, they're having a slow start this year. A couple of their losses, pretty lopsided. You know, they're able to get that win over Firestone. Kind of having a full team this year. And, you know, it's a junior-laden team, so, you know, it's not really that experienced, and that's going up against a Louisville team who is a really experienced team. They're going to want to push the pace. Tom Sigrid said that in his pregame interview. They want to kind of push the pace a little bit more against Walsh Jesuit tonight.
Yeah, and so for Louisville tonight, I feel like we're going to see a lot of Tate Aljancic. We're also going to see a lot of Avery Andrechik. I think the way that Walsh Jesuit's going to operate tonight, the way that they were doing it in practice is that they had 6 defenders, okay? But they're coming out with only 5 on the court. So they're going to have to spread themselves out a little thin tonight, especially against an offense like Louisville. You got 2 kids, Sigrid, Gross. They're going to be your front runners. But you also got Andrechik and Aljancic also ready to take over those spots if Gross and Sigrid begin to fall.
Yeah, we saw Talmadge give Gross a lot of double teams, triple teams in the first game. And like you said, guys like Andrechik, guys like Marshall, guys like Aljancic, they were able to come through and complement Louisville's big three.
Yeah. And again, we have this elaborate intro on the court in front of us. I mean, there's nothing like it in high school basketball, Mike. They got that 18 by 18 foot by 20 foot LED board. I mean, they got everything going for them, don't they, Mike?
And you know this song, right?
Oh, I do know the song, Mike. Trust me.
Educate me. I'm like older guy right now asking you this question. I've heard this song before.
I forget the rest. Okay. I know it, Mike. You can't tell me I don't know it. This is Moon Mama by Shaq West. Remember, this has to be the clean version.
I know you know it. You're a cool guy. All the cool guys know the cool songs, man.
You never know, Mike. You never know. But we're getting ready to tip off here at Louisville High School. The Louisville Leopards against the Walsh Jesuit Warriors here just in a second. Both teams taking the court. It looks like Braden Gross or either Tate Aljancic are going to take the tip-off here for the Louisville Leopards, but it actually looks like Aljancic going to take more of a point guard role as Siegfried lines up down in front of me. Braden Gross is going to be on this tip-off against Walsh Jesuit's number 24, J.P. McCollin, that 6'7" center. He's only a junior, so he's still got a year left. Let's see who wins this guy. Oh, and Braden Gross jumps early.
2 straight nights, 2 adventures on the jump ball.
And Braden Gross wins that first one. Looks to go out of bounds, but Aljancic picks that up, and Siegfried dribbling this down the court. He's at the Leopard in the middle. He is going to be guarded by Walsh Jesuit's number 2, Noah Silverstein. Inside is Gross, post up over a man, won't get his board, and that's going to be Walsh Jesuit ball. That's falling into the hands of Anthony Spain. Spain deflected off, gets it to Marshall, and now, Bo Siegfried! Siegfried, give me a Siegfried, Mike!
Splashes in his first 3 of the night.
Siegfried with the first points on the board for the Leopards tonight. 3-0 Louisville. Up on Walsh Jesuit. We got 7 minutes, 20 seconds. That first drive took about 40 seconds for Louisville to get sorted. And then Drechik looks to pluck the ball from number 14, Bakir Kahuk. Inside there was number 24, J.P. McMullen, excuse me, but he couldn't get anything going. And Siegfried has this screen by Gross. He's got an open look at a 3, but Andrechik inside hits Gross. Gross looking in the paint, size up McCullen. Puts it up and over.
Gross goes one-on-one with the other 6'7" guy and is able to convert.
Because who would have it any other way? Asher Marshall jumps a little bit on Silverstein. But Silverstein's got this. Siegfried yelling at his kids. Inside is McMullen. But Anthony Spain has this on the perimeter, and they're going to reset with Silverstein at the key. Looking to take a quick step back 3 off the back of the rim. And Kahuk going to come down with that board. McMullen goes up and around, won't get it. And as Aljancic gets that to Gross inside. Marshall's got it. Doesn't hit Siegfried outside in the perimeter. Siegfried was open. Siegfried's still open. Braden doesn't see him, but Braden's going to go up himself. Can't find him. Braden blocking out all distractions. Hits Siegfried. Siegfried's got an open 3. Why not? That's going to roll in after a couple of bounces off the rim. And Siegfried gets his second 3 of the night.
Nothing but net the first time. Gets the kind roll that time. Louisville up 8-0.
And now Aljancic deflects the inbound and finds one inside. Louisville 8, Walsh Jesuit 0. 5:37 here to go in the first. Aljancic gonna get some foul shots up after a hard foul on him earlier, like 10 seconds earlier.
10 seconds ago. Three games, 3 great starts by the home teams. Louisville last week, Hoover last night. And the foul was on Bakir Kahuk that time, and that was his first foul of the game.
Aljancic, toilet bowl swishes out. Excuse me, Mike, you remember that phrase, don't you? His first goes out, and here is his second. Flings that up, and that's off the back of the backboard. But Gross inside, hopefully to recoup a couple. Siegfried spot up. Why not take it? Crossover. Splash! Siegfried, he's got 3 on the night, and his dad beaming with pride on the bench.
3 shots, 3 3-pointers, an 11-0 Louisville lead. He already has 9 points. I mean, this kid is on fire so far this year.
What else do you want from a kid like Bo Siegfried? Coach's kid does exactly what his dad wants. 9 points for the kid on 3 threes, 2 of those being nothing but net, Mike. The kid's got it.
Boy, this area has some great shooters. Bo Siegfried. We saw Hunter Hirschberger last night. And I always keep saying, God, I wish I could just fire in 1 3 before just one time. But these guys, they make it look so easy.
Yes, and this is going to be number 10, Owen Weber, out for the inbound. Andrechik, his back turned on the unbound. 15, Anthony Spain's got it. Passes that off to Silverstein. Marshall's guarding on him. Goes to Weber. Weber's got it in the corner to Hook. And now Spain's got a three, and he's got a look.
Boy, Walsh needed that.
And now Andrzejczyk's got to look at an open three. He's going to size up inside instead, and he's going to roll it off his fingers for another two. Andrzejczyk, the first person that isn't named Braden Gross or Bo Siegfried to get some points tonight. Louisville 13. Walsh 3. And wow, excuse me, I was not expecting that. Anthony Spain knocks his second three down of the night with a long ranger guarded by Siegfried, and it's Louisville 13, Walsh Jesuit 6 with 4 minutes 39 to go here in the first, Mike.
Well, Anthony Spain saying, hey, we're not going to go away, you know. So Louisville out to an 11-0 lead. Mini run here for Walsh Jesuit.
Absolutely, and Andrzejczyk's got it outside to Aljancic. Aljancic passes it to Siegfried, who gets it right back to him. We're looking at a pass right back to Aljancic. Apologies. Siegfried to the corner. He's got Gross. Size up outside. Andrzejczyk resets at the key. Siegfried thinks about shooting it, but he'll hit Braden Gross inside. Ashton Marshall's got to look at a three, and why not let it fly? Ashton Marshall with the three.
I don't think Louisville's missed a three tonight.
No, they've made every single three, 100% on their shooting. It's Louisville 16, Walsh Jesuit 6. And why not? Spain puts up another one. Heat check, no go.
Yeah, ball's going to go out of bounds back to Louisville. 16-6, just over halfway through the first quarter.
And 16-6 is the score, Mike. Siegfried's going to get the inbound from his teammate Aljancic, and Aljancic looks to set up on the left. They've got Marshall in the left corner. Gross inside the paint, just off center, just so he avoids staying in there a little too long. Andrzejczyk screens over, Gross inside, put one up, why not? And one for Braden Gross.
Yeah, Gross's second basket of the game. He got kind of loose down by the baseline in there, and it was an easy basket and possibly in one for him.
Yeah, no, 18-6. Louisville's up on the Warriors. 3:27 to go here in the first.
Well, Devin Bailey's going to be the first Louisville substitution into the game. He'll
Coming
be in for
Aljancic. Sorry, Mike, I just talked over you, pal. Gross is first and only. Knocks off the side of the rim. That ball ends up in the hands of number 15, Anthony Spain, for Walsh Jesuit. Walsh Jesuit, Anthony Spain, has been their main guy, and he'll get his next points of the game, and he's already got 8 on the night. All 8 of Walsh Jesuit's points. And now Walsh Jesuit looking to push here in a box. Braden Gross, almost one-on-one, hits Siegfried, and Siegfried's open. Why would you let him be open, Mike? He's got another. Bo Siegfried.
My goodness. What shooting, and there's a steal and a layup.
Marshall, excuse me, as you were saying that, Ashton Marshall gets a steal, and he gets another pick out from the hands of Bakir Kahuk. Kahuk hits Weber in the corner. Weber puts up a three. Only a 12-point deficit for the Warriors here, as Gross is fouled by David Jacobus.
My goodness, where would Walsh Jesuit be without their three-point shooting?
They'd be down 23-0, Mike. Well, actually, excuse me, they would be down 23-9. So not that much of a difference.
23-2.
Oh, 23. I did the math wrong. Andrzejczyk's got it at the key. Siegfried's open once more. Got him in his face. But it doesn't matter. Bo Siegfried, 15 on the night. It's only the first quarter.
5 of 5 threes in the first quarter.
What more could you ask for? Spain's got it for Walsh Jesuit. Gets a quick screen by. Inside is Jacobus. And he's swatted by Andrzejczyk inside the paint.
I think it's probably no question who our post-game interview is going to be with tonight.
I mean, just an astounding performance, and now Aljancic comes back in, and Austin Wade coming in for Ashton Marshall off the bench for Louisville. Wade, last year, averaging 2.2 points per game, a solid role player for the Leopards, and he's behind his man outside. Inside was Owen Weber for Walsh Jesuit, but he comes down with a foul. Looking to be in transition there, but won't get him for himself.
Yeah, it's going to be Louisville's first foul of the game, and the first foul on Bo Siegfried.
Like we were saying earlier, we got Colton Loy and Devin Bailey in for the Leopards now. Siegfried stays out on the court, though, of course, because if he's still making threes, why would you take him off?
And Walsh Jesuit's thinking, oh my God, one foul on him. Maybe that'll slow him down a little bit. I doubt it. But.
And now Grant Blasak comes on for the Warriors. Jesuit's second comes in after an Owen Weber foul shot. It is Louisville 26, Walsh Jesuit 12. Siegfried telling Wade to go under. He hits Bailey, and Bailey at the key hits Siegfried. Siegfried's open once more. Cross up! Just almost like Steph because it doesn't go in. But he's got another look. He's going to drive inside instead. Finds Wade out in the corner, sizes up his man, and that's going to go to Aljancic, who puts another one up. He falls down, doesn't find his foul, but there's another three for the Louisville Leopards. Louisville 29, Walsh Jesuit 12. 1 minute 29 to go here in the first.
7 threes for the Leopards in the first quarter with just over a minute to go.
Looking like the Cavaliers, Mike.
And I think it's 7 of 8. I think that's missed by Siegfried. I think was their first miss from 3.
Yeah, and it only took them with a minute and 28 left in the first to miss a 3. 7 whole minutes without a missed 3. And we just got another 3. Ashton Marshall gets that 3 for Louisville.
Well, Louisville just playing relentless tonight.
Yeah, 31 to 12. Mike.
Playing a little bit more relentless than they did against Talmadge, and Tom Siegfried hinted at that. They wanted to play faster, and look where they're at right now.
Aljancic to Siegfried. Siegfried's left open again. Put one up, rolls out. That ball's almost rebounded by Marshall. He's hard fouled.
Well, that's a miss by Siegfried, but when you got an open look like that, you got to take it, as hot as he's been in this game.
Devin Bailey coming in for Louisville now, Mike.
Yeah, and that foul was on Austin Wade, his first.
We've got to chuck one up here as Anthony Spain takes that for the Warriors. He's triple teamed, and that ball's stolen. Almost. Walsh Jesuit gets it back. They've got number 3, Noah Fury, inside. Quick reverse layup, no go.
We talk about relentless. Look how Louisville's playing on defense right now. Just attacking this team.
I can't look, but I can listen to how they're playing on defense. And the one word that I would describe it is brutal. They are relentless, as you said. David Jacobus, Moss's Colton Loy on the inbound. Noah Freary.
Well, they're going to get Tate Aljancic on that foul.
Now Bakir Cahoon coming back in for the Warriors.
He replaces Grant Blazek.
A little bit of choreography in motion here for the Warriors as Silverstein takes that back on the inbound, guarded by Bailey. And Louisville's double teaming him, intercepted by Aljancic inside to Marshall, who gets another one. And there's some motion on the court, more like commotion on the court, as we had 2 Walsh Jesuit players fall there. Mike, describe what happened.
Well, Marshall was, playing some unselfish basketball, was trying to get to Devin Bailey on the right side of the lane there, but a kick ball. Louisville maintains possession. Now they turn it over.
Yeah, excuse me, Mike. And Austin Wade turns the ball over for Louisville off a bad look off the pass for him. It's going to be Walsh Jesuit ball. And Walsh Jesuit doesn't have any options. They got to lob one down. Cahook's got it. Spin jumper. It's over. Aljancic off the backboard. 31-14. Now for Walsh Jesuit. Bailey's got inside to, Colt Lloyd. And now with 4 seconds left, Walsh Jesuit's going to have to put one up. And they'll fling it, and it'll fall short. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Louisville 33, Walsh Jesuit 14. And Louisville relentless on the three-point shooting.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I've seen a high school team with a start to a game like this. Now, last night we saw, Hoover with a big start against Youngstown East, but nothing like this. I mean, just with the three-point shooting from Siegfried, the defense they're playing, they're out to a very comfortable lead. Let's see if they can maintain this as the game goes on here.
Yeah, now Walsh Jesuit finds himself in a 17-point deficit going into the second. They've got 8 minutes to make it up, though, Mike. And with no shot clock in high school basketball, it's entirely possible if you're playing some fast-paced basketball.
Right, yeah. They got to get some shots to drop. They got to play better on defense. I don't know. They had, I think, a hand in Siegfried's face maybe on one or two occasions. He had some good looks on some of those shots, even on a couple ones that he missed.
And now the starting lineup goes back in for Louisville after a quick rest after the first. We're looking at Aljancic, Andrechik, Gross, Marshall, and Siegfried. Siegfried chatting it up with the refs as Walsh Jesuit still has yet to come back on the court. Game planning after the first. Flannery gets his guys out of his huddle. JP McMullen, Spain, Bakir Cahook, Silverstein, and Noah Freary coming back on the court for Walsh Jesuit. And Louisville relentless on it. Inbounded to Silverstein. Silverstein at the Leopard. Looks to cross up Siegfried. Siegfried quick on his feet. Freary outside trying to take a three. But he's got Spain outside, and Spain looks inside for McMullen. McMullen tries to size up Gross, but he knows that's not possible. But Spain finds himself at the perimeter, puts up a three, no go. Spain inside, Euro step, Euro in. Louisville 33, Walsh Jesuit 16.
Spain has almost been a one-man show for the Warriors tonight. He's got 10 of their 16 points.
And Gross on the outside. Siegfried looks to cut under. He'll find it. Marshall's outside. Marshall puts one up. Falls short. And Marshall gets his own rebound quite quickly into Gross. Gross outside of Aljancic. Aljancic three-pointer won't fall in, but Andrechik gets the board. And way to put the ball back for your team after getting your own boards, Louisville. That ball falls into Anthony Spain's hand off the inbound. And it's Silverstein, guarded by Siegfried on that left perimeter. He'll switch over to the right side. Offset of the key is Freary. And Spain finds JP McMullen inside, who then gets it to Bakir Cahook.
Bakir Cahook with the probably the easiest basket of the night for Walsh. Just an open look in the lane.
And actually, props to Walsh Jesuit for being able to keep this within 17. Louisville 35, Walsh Jesuit 18. Gross gets his own board after putting one up, rips it out after the rebound.
Yeah, it's a jump ball called, and Louisville will maintain possession.
And Siegfried going to be inbounding this for the Leopards. Siegfried finds Gross, who then finds himself inside. Andrechik, quick three, pull one up. Why not? Go in for you. Louisville 38, Walsh Jesuit 18. A 20-point lead for the Leopards here with 6 minutes to go in the second.
It's almost been like forever since we've seen a Louisville three, but it's only been like a couple minutes.
And Anthony Spain drives inside, guarded by Andrechik. Tough basket.
Great job.
Andrechik just can't get it done.
That was a great job by Spain, fighting for that basket down there.
And Aljancic puts up another three, way off the mark. He'll get his own rebound, and that goes off the foot of number 25, Mylan Paris for Walsh Jesuit.
Yeah, Louisville and Walsh Jesuit, the big guys, Gross and McMullen, haven't been really big factors scoring, but they've been really fighting it out underneath the paint there.
Aljancic misses a 3, and that goes over to number 4, Jonas Mickey, who finds McMullen inside. McMullen doing it himself once more. 16-point lead now for the Leopards, 38-22, with 5 minutes to go here in the second, Mike.
Yeah, that's JP McMullen's first points of the night. Gross has 4 for Louisville.
And Gross now has not 6. Instead, he gets fouled on his shot, and he'll head to the foul stripe to try and make it 6, Mike.
Well, we'll have an opportunity to make it 6, and we'll have an opportunity to get Louisville's first points at the free throw line tonight. They're 0 of 3 coming into this this series here.
Gross's first rounds itself in.
Checking back into the Warriors, number 3, Noah Fiery.
Noah Fiery coming back into the game for Walsh.
Gross's second is knocked down right through the rim. Nothing but net for the kid. Siegfried fouls.
Yeah, that's going to be his second foul on Bo Siegfried. No points in this quarter, but already 15 in the game on 5 threes.
And Jonas Mickey has the ball for Walsh Jesuit. Guarded by Siegfried, fast feet for the kid. Milan, Paris looking to go inside, pushes off Siegfried, almost gets a tough bucket, but finds his own rebound. Got a quick float-up jumper, hits the back of the rim, and Gross finds the rebound. Inside is Marshall. Marshall puts one up, doesn't fall in after a attempted dunk, turns into a layup attempt instead.
Yeah, that was nice defense by Bakir Cahook for Walsh Jesuit.
Milan's got it for Walsh Jesuit now. Milan finds the foul. Going to the foul stripe, Milan Paris.
It'll be the first foul on Braden Gross on the night. Second on the team in the second quarter for Louisville. 4:10 to go. The Leopards up comfortably 40-22.
And Milan's first free throw way off the mark as it just grazes the front of the rim and falls down into the ref's hands.
He's getting egged on by the Louisville students, and he's raising his hand up. He's saying, keep it coming, keep it coming.
And let's see if he fights through adversity with that second free throw. Let's see if he nabs that. Let's see it. I'm anticipating it.
Oh, perfect.
He wanted it, he got it.
Sometimes that happens. Egg them on, they'll come through.
Justin Bell comes in for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors, and Andrechik gets the inbound from Devin Bailey, excuse me. Siegfried's got a look at a 3, but won't take it. Looks to cut under instead. Tough play for the kid as he goes in with a hand in his face.
That's the first time we've seen that tonight. And we saw that a couple times last week against Talmadge. He's not afraid to drive into the lane there for the basket.
Now it's 42-23 with 3:40 to go here in the second. Inside is McMullen. He's guarded by Gross. Can't get past him. Trying to go in the paint. He's got his pivot foot wide. Number 15, Anthony Spain, puts one up off the back of the rim. And 2 men fall down after being interlocked inside. That is, Colton Loy and Justin Bell that fell down there.
And the foul's going to go on against Colton Loy. That'll be his first. 13th foul on the Leopards. We're in the second quarter.
Siegfried arguing with the ref here. Doesn't look to be a big deal as play will continue as it still ends up being Louisville's ball. Bailey to Siegfried. Siegfried dribbling down the court here. At the Leopard inside to Gross. Siegfried looks to cut under one more time, put up a floater, hits the back of the rim and into a defender's hand, but Gross gets the board and the and one. Powers over his man. He's got 8 on the night, Mike.
Yeah, just great job, giving 100%, fighting for that ball down there. He converts. He has a chance to get up to 9 points. Louisville has a chance to take its biggest lead.
44-23 here with 3 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in the second. Louisville up. Aljancic comes back on the court for Andrechik. That's a mouthful. Gross is first. His routine taken. Shot taken. Shot off. Falls into the hands of number 14, Bakir Kahuk. Now Silversten's going to lob that up to number 12, Justin Bell. And Silversten's got it. 3 up, 3 down! Silversten. 44-26. Cuts it down to an 18-point lead here for the Leopards. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left to go in the second. Walsh Jesuit down 18, 44-26.
Well, we got a foul called. We're calling this on tight here. It's going to go on Noah Silverstein for Walsh Jesuit. That'll be his second, team fourth on the Warriors.
Bailey on the inbound. Bailey on the inbound, Bailey on the board. Bailey's on the board, rather.
That's his first 2 points of the night.
Louisville, like you said earlier, relentless on this defense, but because they're relentless on that defense, they've got a man inside empty. And Wade finds himself in the paint for a quick board.
When you talk about relentless on defense, he has a big factor in forcing that miss in the paint.
Played by number 12, Justin Bell. This first.
Justin Bell's going to get the foul for Walsh Jesuit, and that's going to put the Warriors over the limit. Ashton Marshall will go to the free throw line for the Leopards.
Marshall's first isn't true.
It might not be a big factor tonight, but Louisville struggling at the free throw line. I've got them for 2 of 8.
Hopefully make that 1/3 of the shots taken, as Marshall misses the other one. 3 and 9. Take one up.
Well, that was a great hustle by Marshall to get his own offensive rebound off the miss. But they're going to get a call on Colton Loy. That's his second foul. And the Warriors get the ball back.
Spain on the inbound to Silverstein. With 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Louisville up 20. Timeout taken by Walsh Jesuit here. With 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go. It's 46-26. Louisville up on Walsh Jesuit big in the second.
Yeah, good timeout by Walsh Jesuit. The person who had the ball for the Warriors, really nowhere to go. Can't take your timeouts in the locker room at halftime with them, so you might as well just use it right now.
Yeah. That timeout will be taken by Sean Flannery. Flannery came into this game thinking we just want to be better 1% or 1% per game. And he's 1 and 2. 3% better, 3% makes a big difference.
Well, I don't think really. I mean, I think it's all Louisville tonight. They're just overpowering them. I can't really say that Walsh Jesuit has played bad. I think just the better team is dominating tonight.
Yeah. Louisville, like I said, up big, up 20. 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go. Leopards got it. Or Leopards got the bonus, rather. Another lob. Looks to be in stride. Quick reverse layup from number 25, Mylon Paris. Mylon chirping to the student section.
Mylon and the Louisville students are having fun tonight.
Yeah. And Mylon and the Whistle are having fun tonight.
Number 2, Noah Silverstein.
Well, actually, rather, that was on Noah Silverstein.
Well, Noah Silverstein and the Whistle is having fun tonight. That's his third foul.
Oh, still worked.
It still worked.
Still worked.
You got it, boss.
Bailey naps his first. Coming in for Colton Loy and Austin Wade is Tate Aljancic and Braden Gross.
Only the third made free throw for Louisville tonight. Probably not going to be a big deal, but you got to work on those little things as we progress forward here.
And now, Siegfried coming in for Bailey.
Louisville 2 points away from 50 with just under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
And they've got a look here. Dribbling up the court is number 15, Anthony Spain. Silverstein takes it out in the middle. Blocked. That's Gross with the rebound. Gross driving down the court. Looks to be double teamed, but we're playing this zone now for Walsh Jesuit. Siegfried jab steps to start his possession, and he'll take the dribble with his left over to Ashton Marshall. Marshall at the key gets it to Siegfried. Illegal screen on Braden Gross gives Walsh Jesuit the ball right back with 1 minute, 28 seconds to go. Louisville 48, Walsh Jesuit 28.
I brought it up last week. So impressed the way Braden Gross could handle the ball like a big man. Kind of reminds me of a lot of Chandler Vaudrin, who played at Lake, who played college basketball at Walsh and Winthrop.
And a calm turnover for Walsh Jesuit turns into a Braden Gross layup and self-rebound. He'll grab it. He's got Aljancic at the right perimeter. Instead, Braden Gross looks inside over a man, and he'll get 10 points on the night off that one. Louisville 50, Walsh Jesuit 28. 1 minute, 7 seconds to go.
Great job by Gross fighting for that ball and getting those points.
Yeah, and great job for me for saying the score. Barris has got it for Walsh Jesuit. He'll drive in. Tough layup, doesn't fall in. And the Louisville student section now chirping. Paris to Gross. Gross inside, spin move, hits Andrechik. Andrechik put up a three, but no go. As that ball's stolen, the man falls in. Hard way to hit the floor for Jonas Mickey of Walsh Jesuit.
Well, that ball's going to, or that foul, by the way, is going to get you to Jonas Mickey. 2 fouls on him. Walsh has been over the limit for a couple minutes here as Tate Aljancic goes to the line.
Aljancic misses his first. The shooting at the free throw line struggles continue for the Leopards with Aljancic.
Yeah, that's 0 for 3 for him tonight.
Colton Loy, Devin Bailey coming in for the Leopards. Now, as Aljancic takes his second. Marshall commanding the court down there. Aljancic's second, no go. Marshall gets the board, hits that out to Bailey. Siegfried calling plays. Tom Siegfried, excuse me, coach calling plays on the bench, not Bo. Bo's off the court.
On our best today. And again, I think we're making strides. Again, we preach about being 1% better every day. And I think we're doing a good job at that.
Yeah, and you're following this lineage in your family, and you come here to Louisville, and I mean, everybody's going to ask you all these fairly close-ended questions, but a little open-ended. What is your outlook for this game, man?
Yeah, well, look, big thing for us right now, again, 3 games into the season, and Louisville only playing 1, we just want to make sure we compete, and we play hard, and we fight, and I think obviously we come into every game, we want to win, and it's no different tonight. We want to win, but we have to make sure we control what we can control, try to keep our turnovers down. We know Louisville wants to push the pace, so do our best to keep it at our pace. And again, I said it 3 times already, but we just want to make sure we were better, 1% better than we were yesterday, and 1% better than we were our last game. So focus on what we can control is very important for us.
Of the game anymore. So how are you kind of reorganizing and redistributing your?
We won't. Yeah, we won't. We're going to play the same no matter if he was in or not. Basically, we're just looking to push the tempo tonight, pressure, force them into shots that they don't want, and we think that our size and the way we play are going to be enough against them.
Yeah. So your son came off that really big performance against who was it?
Talmadge.
Talmadge.
Yep,
I'm so
that's
sorry.
all right, no worries.
Against Talmadge. He came off that big performance, 10 assists, 22, 21 points.
Yeah.
How is he going to recreate that tonight against Walsh Jesuit?
Well, interestingly enough, I think that he left some points out there, and I also think that he could have played better, but he found a way to get the ball to the rim, which was something that we've worked on in the offseason. So I think tonight you're going to see him more as a distributor, and then I think you're going to see a lot more. I'm anticipating seeing some zone tonight, so I think you're going to see a lot more threes fly tonight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we saw a little bit more of Aljancic and Drancic last week. Can you just talk about how they're going to impact this game tonight?
Yeah, they're definitely unsung heroes. Those two really spread the floor with the way they shoot the ball, and a lot of times BG, Bo and Ashton all get some of the attention, but those two really do a good job, along with Bailey and Wade and Loy, of being the guys that really step up and give us the full team effect.
Yeah, 100%. So, your outlook for tonight, you said nothing's going to change, but everything always plays a little bit differently when you leave things out on the court. So, at the end of things, what are you expecting?
The only difference tonight is we want to play faster. So I know we got after them a little bit the other day, but we've really worked on playing a little bit faster, and we want to create more possessions tonight. So I think you're going to see an even more exciting game tonight.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
Good luck.
Yep.
I'll catch you guys later, all right? That kid is so much better than everything I'll ever be.
He has to be referenced again.
He has to be. I'll take it back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Letter Live here from Louisville High School. It is myself, Aiden Brueck, and Mike Popovich to my right. We're taking a look at Louisville High School versus Walsh Jesuit High School here in tonight's basketball clash. Louisville up 55-28 against the Warriors. Mike, break it down.
Well, for Louisville, in the first half, it was the way they shot from three early on, especially Bo Siegfried. He scored 15 of his 17 points in the first quarter, all on threes. They were able to build what was a 19-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and then Louisville just took it from there. Braden Gross, big second quarter for him. Avery Andrechik, another fine night after a great night against Talmadge. So Louisville pretty much taking control of this one.
And Louisville taking control of the game, they are. It's 55-28. That's a 27-point deficit that Walsh Jesuit will have to find themselves crawling back out of in these next two quarters, these final two quarters, if they want a chance at getting the upper hand on the Leopards.
Yeah, they better, because, if Louisville continues at this pace, we're going to see what we saw at Hoover last night, a running clock, and this will be a quick end to this game.
Yeah. It looks like what I'm seeing is Tate Aljancic coming back on the court. Looks to be the same starting lineup we saw at the beginning of the first for Louisville. That's Marshall, Siegfried, Aljancic, Andrechik, and Braden Gross.
I'll give a quick scoring for Louisville in the first half. Bo Siegfried, 17 points, 5 3-pointers. Braden Gross, 12 points. Tate Aljancic, 3 points. Avery Andrechik with 10 points. Ashton Marshall with 7 points. Devin Bailey with 4 points. Colton Loy with 2 points.
Yep, and Walsh Jesuit gets the ball off possession for the second half, and they've got to find somebody, and he'll find Bakir Kahuk inside off the inbound, rips off the rim. Braden Gross has got it for Louisville. Gross drives inside by himself, power through.
And it's going to be a foul on Bakir Kahuk.
Foul on number 24, J.P. McMullen.
Now that'll be a foul on J.P. McMullen, so that'll be his first foul.
Siegfried's got the inbound to Aljancic at the perimeter, and Siegfried thinks about popping up another three. Crossover, no good. Aljancic tries to get the rebound and put it back up, but he'll not be successful as Walsh Jesuit will get the possession.
I haven't seen Bo Siegfried hit a three in what feels like 50 years right now.
Yeah, especially after that start he had. Louisville, 55. Walsh Jesuit, 28. 7:40 to go here. Siegfried's got an open look, but he's got a minute to think about it. And his bouncing doesn't look so bright, but he's in the corner. Gets that to Gross, who gets that to Aljancic, who gets that to Marshall. Marshall in the corner. Fire away, Marshall. Ashton Marshall with the three. Great ball movement by the Leopards there.
Great ball movement. He becomes Louisville's fourth double-figure scorer in this game.
Yep, and 58-28 is the score here. Louisville up 30 on Walsh Jesuit with 7 minutes, 13 to go. It's a good thing. It's a good thing these fouls got reset, isn't it, Mike?
Yes. Quickly in the first half for Walsh Jesuit, Noah Silverstein, 3 points. Owen Weber, 4 points. Behar Kahuk, 4 points. Anthony Spain, 12 points. J.P. McMullen, 2 points. And Mylan Paris, 3 points.
Yeah, and inside is J.P. McMullen, who's almost gets it swatted away from Gross. But Spain's got an open look at the three-point line, and he'll be unsuccessful.
And that's going to be a foul on Walsh Jesuit.
Foul number 14,
Becker Kahuk, and that's his second foul.
6:56 to go here in the third, 58-28. Louisville up big here as Siegfried takes the ball down the court for his Leopards. Finds Gross inside, quick screen out to Andrechik. And another foul call here.
Foul number 24, J.P. McMullen.
J.P. McMullen, that's his third foul. Boy, we're calling this tight. Louisville's going to be back at the foul line at this rate. That's already 3 fouls on Walsh Jesuit this quarter, just over a minute in.
Gross goes inside, hits Siegfried out by the key, but has Andrechik, rather. Siegfried on the right perimeter, put up a three, doesn't fall. That's 3 missed threes for Bo Siegfried in a row. I called him Bo Sig 3 earlier, but now that goes for Bo Sig 3, 3-pointers missed.
Well, he's done his part tonight, even though he's on a dry spell right now. That huge start is a big factor why Louisville's got this big lead. And another steal for Bo Siegfried.
Siegfried passes it inside to Aljancic, and Aljancic will be headed to the line.
And that foul's going to go on Anthony Spain. That'll be his first foul. Well, let's see if Aljancic can knock some free throws down here. He's struggled tonight.
And it falls in. Aljancic. The relief in his face that I just saw, Mike, I don't know if you saw it too, but he turned around after hitting that free throw, and he had the biggest grin on his face.
Well, after missing 4 in a row, he gets 2 in a row.
Perfect. Perfect for the kid. Closely guarded. Goes inside to number 10, Owen Weber. And as Spain carries it inside, he's got Silverstein outside. Siegfried with another steal. He's going to go up. Guarded by Silverstein. Puts one up. No go on the and one. But he will get that foul, and he's headed to the free throw line.
Well, I'm kind of curious. We haven't been keeping track how many steals Bo Siegfried has tonight. We talk about the shooting. The defense is just as big for the Ashland commit.
And that's what Tom Siegfried, or Coach Siegfried, emphasized before the game too. He said he wanted fast-paced defense and more of an aggressive, relentless defense that you've talked about all night. And there's a reason you've talked about it all night for the first point. So
Well, he gets the first free throw. Noah Silverstein, 4 fouls for Walsh Jesuit. Walsh already over the limit with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
2 minutes down. Walsh Jesuit already has 5 fouls. Spain carries this down the court for Walsh Jesuit. He's at the left perimeter. Almost gets pushed out of bounds by Marshall. But Mylan Paris, gets it to Siegfried. Siegfried lob up. Almost an alley-oop slam to Gross. But Gross has got to get back on defense. Anthony Spain gets the ball stolen by Siegfried once more. And they've got another look at it. Put it up, put it down. Brady Gross with his hands out as he comes down. Slam dunk for the kid. Inside, Mylan Paris loses the ball, but he'll go back to J.P. McMullen. Grant Blasek.
Well, Braden Gross is not going to be denied that time. That was just a perfect alley-oop pass by Siegfried. He just couldn't finish it, but he finishes it with authority after Louisville forces the turnover. Yeah. We were at a running clock for just a couple seconds. Now it's 64-30. Louisville up. Probably going to get to that point here in a minute or two.
Yeah, real soon. Louisville Leopards chirping at the opposition here as the opposition walks back on the court. Not biased, though.
Mylan Paris, though, has been having fun with some of the Louisville students tonight. He's probably not having much fun right now, though. His team is down big, and they're on their way to a 1-3 start.
Coach Siegfried drawing up plays in the huddle on the bench.
Now, I know this song.
You know Jump Around.
I know Jump Around. Oh, yes, I know Jump Around. It's been around longer than you've been around, so I do know Jump Around.
Louisville up big, up 34 here with 5 minutes, 36 to go here in the third.
What do you think I listen to in my building at night?
Fleetwood Mac.
Well, that too.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't tell you you're wrong.
Steve Miller Band. Lob to Siegfried down the court. Tough layup. Up and over the rim. Won't fall. And Paris has got number 3. Arches in. Noah Freary tries to get a heat check. Heat check denied for the kid.
Well, the clock is running with a 34-point lead. And I thought it was 35.
Maybe it's 30, Mike.
I think it was 35 last night at Hoover.
It's 30 here. Shout out to all clock operators around the world. Don't get enough credit.
What are rules?
What are rules? Especially when we're already breaking them, Walsh Jesuit. You got 5 fouls. 2 minutes, or 3 minutes into the third quarter. Already sends Andrechik to the free throw line. His first rolls out.
But I don't want to keep harping on that because this game is over. It's been over for a while. But when Louisville faces these tough teams, the little things like free throws have got to be converted.
Becker Cahook.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like a coach, but...
Mylan Paris has got it in his hands. He's guarded by Siegfried. Goes inside. Quick layup up and over. And he'll grab that. Paris has got 5 on the night. Siegfried, fast break down the court. Gets it to Marshall. Marshall fakes one man out in the paint. Finds Aljancic. Aljancic for 3. Doesn't fall in. But off the rebound. Andrechik finds himself at the line.
Well, even though Louisville didn't make the shot, just the flawless passing and just working the offense like that.
Let's see if Andrechik can make these. 65-32. 33-point lead for the Leopards. Keep it 33, excuse me.
Well, the clock is running, so 65-32. Let's see if Andrechik can... And he does make a free throw.
Yeah, Andrechik has that second. Coming in for the Leopards is Bailey. Anthony Spain gets the inbound from his teammate, Bakir Cahook. has a non-travel called. Bailey inside. Goes to Colton Lloyd. Colton Lloyd going to get a tough and one for the Leopards.
Well, now let's see. Louisville subs are going to get into the act right now. Basket by Colton Lloyd. He'll get to go for the and one. Foul's going to be on Grant Basic right now, his second. Walsh Jesuit well over the limit. Louisville having a shot to get to 70 before the fourth quarter starts.
Braden Gross coming out for Austin Wade.
Now we might see a lot of the backups for Louisville in the fourth quarter. Game well in hand. As Lloyd's free throw is missed.
Yeah, that free throw was missed. I was just going to say that. Mylan Paris finds inside. He's blocked by Devin Bailey, but he's headed to the line. We'll see if he can tag on a couple more points to his record.
Yeah, Bailey with 4 points from the night already. Foul's going to be on Louisville's Colton Lloyd. That's his third. Only the second team foul for Louisville.
Mylan's first gets in. It's a 35-point deficit. Can he cut it down to 34 after Ashton Marshall comes off the bench or goes to the bench for Gross? Gross back in. Austin Wade with the rebound. Wade finds Siegfried. Siegfried with a minute and 10 seconds left. 68-33. Like I said, 35-point lead here for the Leopards with a minute 5 to go. Tries to put another one up, and Braden Gross goes down hard.
Well, Louisville not content to run out the clock here in the third quarter. Gross a little bit shaken up when he landed on the floor, but he gets up quickly and it's okay. And the foul's going to be on Bakir Cahook for Walsh, and that's his fourth. While they mop up the floor and while Gross shoots these free throws, that's probably going to run out the clock here in the third quarter.
It looks like that's the strategy they're going for, is Gross is going to take his first free throw. Swish. Louisville 69, Walsh Jesuit 33.
Gross has put together a 15-point night, ton of rebounds. Great player.
Gross's second falls off the rim. And that'll run out the clock for the third quarter. Louisville 69, 36-point lead up on Walsh Jesuit. Walsh Jesuit only with 33, 69-33. Going into the fourth here, Mike.
Well, a solid performance tonight for Louisville. A better performance, I think, than they had against Talmadge. And that was a really good performance against Talmadge. This Walsh Jesuit team tonight just running into a buzzsaw. You know, not much they can do. Louisville gets that hot start, and it's been all Leopards from there.
Yeah, and it was all Leopards to start the first quarter. As Bo Siegfried, let's not forget, kid had 4 or 5 threes there to start the game, and now he hasn't gotten one since. But I mean, does it really matter? The kid had 17 points, looking at 19 probably now. Braden Gross with 15, Al Jancic 5, Bailey 4, Lloyd 4. I mean, it's a pretty spread out offense for the Leopards tonight.
Yeah, 19 points for Siegfried tonight. Tuesday, where are we going?
Tuesday, it's a great question, Mike.
Should I answer it, or
you should answer your own question, because I don't know the answer.
Well, we're going to see Mitch Bottleson's first game at Green.
Oh, Coach Spot, how I've missed you. We're going to see Coach Mitch Bottleson's first game after legendary Green head coach Mark Kinsley has left after his tenure as the Green basketball varsity head coach. Mitch Bottleson played for Lake before, so he'll get some similar Federal League action. As we see a pass from Siegfried go to Gross, which is turned over. Marshall's got to look. Gross has got to look. Gross is going to slam, and he's going to go off the rim. Leopards reached the 70-point threshold as Louisville 71, Walsh Jesuit 33. Paris has got this with himself. Scoop gives Louisville the ball. Now Paris will come out.
Well, Louisville's held J.P. McMullen, the 6'7" center for Walsh Jesuit, to 2 points tonight. Him and Gross have been battling, but they've been able to keep McMullen off the scoreboard.
Siegfried blows by, but the ball comes off his foot. Paris has a look for another quick inside travel on Paris. Paris a little greedy with the ball there going into the paint.
Checking back in for the Warriors, number 11, Jack Pavlik.
Yeah, Jack Pavlik coming into the game for Walsh Jesuit. 6:43 to go in the game. Louisville still with a couple starters out there. Siegfried, Gross, Al Jancic, Marshall. Well, all five are still in.
And it looks like Siegfried's just having fun out there at this point. He's showing off his dribbling skills, showing why he's committed to Ashland, to these referees, I guess.
These referees are calling a very tight game tonight.
Checking for the Warriors, number 10, Owen Weber.
Siegfried's going to be on the inbound.
Foul was on Justin Bell for Walsh. That's his third. Now Tom Siegfried's going to go to his bench at the next stop here.
Siegfried has it in the corner, but passes it inside to Gross after a pass to Andrechik. And Gross ties it up with Siegfried. They're both at 19 points tonight for the Leopards. Leopards 73, Walsh Jesuit 33, a 40-point deficit.
All fight, all muscle for Gross there to get his 19th point of the night.
And Owen Weber tries to put up a three for Louisville. A Silversten will put one up, and he'll get a lucky bounce. Makes it Louisville 73, Walsh Jesuit 35 with 5 minutes 25 to go here in the fourth. And it looks like the reserves for Louisville are on their way onto the court, but not before Siegfried can take one after a crossover inside. Selfish basketball goes in his favor.
Boy, that caps a big night for him. 21-point night, 5 threes, all in the first half. Outstanding player for Louisville. 40-point lead. Now coming into the game for Louisville. And it looks like Caleb Maley's in.
Caleb Mayle, Devin Bailey, Cohen Rogers, Austin Wade.
And Colton Loy still in the game.
Colton Loy is still in the game, Mike.
Yes.
I didn't even realize that. Silversten's guarded by Bailey, and Bailey's going to have to find somebody here as McMullen goes inside, finds a lucky roll to get an and one.
Well, it's his second basket of the night for McMullen. Going back to Mitch Spottelson, I think Green fans are going to really enjoy having him as their head coach. Gotten to watch him play as a player at Lake. Got to watch him play as a player at Malone. Served on his head coach at Lake's staff for a few years, Tom McBride. Now he gets his first opportunity of being a head coach. Looking forward to seeing what he's going to do.
With 4 minutes, 8 seconds left, David Jacobus comes in for Walsh Jesuit. We haven't seen any action out of him since the beginning of the second quarter. And Jacobus finds Pavlik. Pavlik off the mark with a layup. Cohen Rogers has it. Wade through his legs goes back to Rogers, and Rogers gets it to Bailey. Bailey goes inside. Ball's plucked, going to Louisville.
Now it looks like Louisville's in no mood to spread it out. Hey, when your reserves are in, if you're a reserve backup player, you want to contribute. You want to maintain your spot on the roster, maintain your spot in the rotation.
Excuse me, and there's Colton Loy with a layup. No good.
Foul on Warriors number 2, Noah Silverstein.
Well, that's going to be the first casualty of the night. Noah Silverstein fouls out of the game. Fouls out with 5 points.
You could say he went 5 for 5.
As Colton Lloyd goes to the line.
And number 11, Colton Dockman.
Colton Loy on the line, 75-38 here. Louisville leads.
Makes that first free throw.
Loy's second bounces in.
Second year for the Leopards, number 40, Quentin Norris.
Now we got more substitutions in. Another Colton Norris for Louisville.
Gabe Stauffer also in for the Louisville Leopards. Walsh Jesuit dribbling around the court. That ball's tipped out. Jacobus just couldn't get it done for him.
(77-38) in favor of the Leopards as we're under 2 minutes.
Jonas Mickey takes it for Walsh Jesuit. He's guarded by Stauffer, telling his men to go in. Pavlik has it in his hand in his face for a 3. Ball goes from the rim to the top of the backboard and out of bounds for Louisville ball. Stauffer going to have the inbound. Stauffer to Caleb Mail. Mail, Kareem! Hook shot over his man. Louisville 79. Walsh Jesuit 38. And you're probably surprised that I got that reference.
No, I'm not. Because you're good, man. Nothing about you surprises me anymore.
Clock's ticking. 56 seconds here to go in the fourth. Blowout win for Louisville as Walsh Jesuit looks to make something happen.
Now you know how Sam Berkman feels during a lopsided Mount Union football game.
Shout out to Bork. He's great. Pavlik goes inside. Contested layup. He's good. Guarded by Colton Norris of Louisville. We've got 30 seconds left to go in this matchup, but Mike, I think at this point, there's nothing much that Walsh Jesuit can do unless they can score 39 points in 20 seconds.
There's nothing much they could have done at halftime as one more 3 gets fired up.
Cohen Rogers with that shot. Won't fall. Inside is Pavlik to Jacobus, and Jacobus. Now this clock will run out. Final score, Louisville 79, Walsh Jesuit 42. A 37-point victory for the Leopards.
And even in the fourth quarter, when the game is well in hand, Louisville still outscores Walsh Jesuit by a point. Big night for Bo Siegfried, 21 points, 5 3-pointers. Big night for Braden Gross, 19 points. And we talk about those other guys complimenting those two. Avery Andrechik, 12 points. Tate Aljancic with 5 points. Ashton Marshall with 8 points. And there's us again.
There's us again. Sorry, what were you saying, Mike?
What? I was recapping the scoring. Should I do it again?
You can go again.
Okay.
I'll listen.
Bo Siegfried, unofficially, I might add. Bo Siegfried, 5 3-pointers, 21 points. Braden Gross, 19 points, ton of rebounds tonight. Tate Aljancic with 5 points. Avery Andrechik, 12 points, second straight double-figure scoring game for him in his second varsity start. Ashton Marshall with 8 points, Devin Bailey with 4 points, Colton Loy with 7 points, and Caleb Maley with 2 points.
Everybody contributed for the Leopards tonight, and we saw that 8-man rotation from the Leopards early on, but as the game got, not close, the opposite of closer, further and further away, that differential in points, as soon as it got, a little wider, Louisville started putting in some more men. We got that 10-man rotation late in the third, and then we got the reserves in the fourth. So Louisville able to make it happen in any quarter of the game with whichever personnel they have. Obviously, their starters putting up, Siegfried with 21, Gross 19. He's good. I mean, they've got it. So at that point, Louisville's just gonna, keep going and keeping score, and just continuing to, find opportunities against this Walsh Jesuit team that struggled tonight.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better start if you're Louisville. Solid win on opening night, even bigger win tonight. The schedule for the rest of this month is going to get a little tougher for them, but they're in a good spot heading into that.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. And Mike, tell them what we got lined up for them.
What do we have lined up next?
What do we have lined up next, Mike?
We're going to go see our friend Mitch Spottleson's coaching debut at Green on Tuesday night. Love covering games at Green. I'm sure you do too.
I love covering games at Green. That's my forte.
I love, being up in the track area up there too.
Yeah, absolutely. But folks, don't leave just yet. We're going to have a couple interviews with players after this game. See what they have to say after such a blowout victory against Walsh Jesuit. So stay tuned.
Go get him.
Yeah, I'll grab.
Bring him up here.
Yeah, who do you want?
Siegfried, obviously.
Siegfried's going to go to them first, so let's grab Gross. And then we'll grab Siegfried.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's us. Yeah, I got you. I thought you guys were gonna get him, so I thought you guys were gonna grab him. So I wanted him to go to you guys first. Appreciate it. Give him the headset. I'll get him interviewed.
Good, how you doing? Thank you.
Bo, congratulations on such an outstanding game. Now, walk us through kind of what happened in that first quarter. Heat check all the way. You're coming in hot off of that first quarter. I mean, what's going through your mind?
You know, just feeling the green light. You know, my dad always has given me the green light, gives everybody on the team a green light, you know. Just my shot felt good, and, you know, a couple went in it, and I just kept shooting them, and they felt good, so.
Yeah, and especially in a game where you're up so much at the end of the third, you're trying to make some stuff happen, weren't you? So
yeah.
Can you kind of walk me through what's going on in your mind during that third quarter as you're trying to build on that lead, but also kind of maintain a quick focus?
You know, we don't really need to push the ball as much, but we like to push it, you know, get easy transition points, and I think we just need to keep pushing it and then keep getting our easy shots that we have.
100%. Bo, I mean, what a game for you tonight. I mean, this is back-to-back 20-point performances for you. I mean, what's next?
You know, just looking to win against next Saturday against Akron East, you know, just play good team basketball and then just get the win.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations,
All right.
boss.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, boss.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you.
I wonder if you ever met Aiden.
Oh, I don't think so. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You went to Green? Is that right?
I still go to Green.
Oh, you still go to Green.
I'm a
Okay.
senior.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, yeah. All right.
Take care, man. We'll see you.
That's pretty good. Still waiting for the rest. Yeah. He totally doesn't want to do an interview, dude.
What's that?
He totally doesn't want to do an interview.
Tell him I gotta do this. Oh, up here.
And the kid just keeps doing flips, dude. I'm gonna ask him about the kid doing flips, dude.
Who is
I don't know. Coming in now, we have Braden Gross, 19 points on the night for the kid. You know, here he comes. Sorry about this. Don't want to take up too much of your time, boss.
Oh, no, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man. Make sure you get in here. You know, Braden, what a night. Okay, this is back-to-back double-digit points for you. I mean, what is it like coming out here on this court and being able to put up such performances night after night after night?
Well, I mean, as you can see, it's all about our teammates and ball movement, and I can't say how many assists we had, and I'm just a recipient of that. So
yeah, I mean, you're not just a recipient of, you know, getting the ball inside the paint, but you're also a recipient of getting the ball after we get shots up in the paint. You know, talk about how you've been getting these boards game after game and being able to just maintain that focus to where you can keep getting your hands on the ball.
Well, I'm going to have to say 50% of it is I'm just taller than everyone else, and the other 50% is my teammates boxing out for me so I can fly in and get the rebounds.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but you're not just a one-trick pony, man. You don't do it all in the paint. You also work it out in the perimeter and also set up plays for your teammates. Talk about what it's like kind of coming into these games and being able to work around your teammates.
Well, I mean, you said it right there, is working around my teammates. What can they do? What can I do? We're all going to, do what we're best at, and we just come out and try and do that every game.
Yeah, you got Akron East next.
Yep.
I mean, what's next for you, man?
Oh, Akron East.
Open for a win. Congratulations, boss.
Thank you. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Appreciate you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Yeah, Braden.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, too.
Thanks, man. Good luck. But I'm not right in speaking. Are we going to finish
sure.
Yeah, we're going to finish this.
Well, everybody, that is myself and Mike Popovich signing out here from Louisville High School. Thank you all for tuning in to the Letter Live here at Louisville High School. Big win for the Leps tonight as they take down
Walsh Jesuit.
Walsh Jesuit by a third. You got to finish it, Mike.
They turned the scoreboard off. That's always the excuse I use when I miss the score.
You got to end it, Mike. I'm taking my headset off.
Okay, well, it's just a great performance by the Louisville Leopards tonight. Go to 2-0 in the season. Big nights for Bo Siegfried, Braden Gross. So we're going to be catching up with them down the road this season. They're going to have some big games coming up that we're going to be told we're always welcome to come here, and we'll be back here.
Yeah, absolutely. So catch us next Tuesday for Green versus Brunswick at Green High School for Coach Mitch Spottleson's first game as a Green Bulldog after legendary coach Mark Kinsley's tenure came to an end. Everybody, thank you for watching The Letter Live. This is Aiden Brueck, Mike Popovich from the Canton Repository, signing out.